Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We are here with week number 24 of the hashtag 52 projects. And hashtag 52 projects is just a simple, less than 30 minute, well, I try less than 30-minute project every week that I find cute, inspiring from Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Google, or sometimes I make them up myself. Um, these projects, there's no challenge or anything like that. It's just something you can do to keep your crafty mojo flowing, and a quick project that you can feel accomplished because you got it done, um, you know, in a short amount of time. So this week is brought to us by Crystal Cleveland here on YouTube. This is the mini Christmas gift bag. They're so cute. Look at these little things. So you can use them just for embellishments, which mine are just for embellishment, or you can also put little goodies like some Hershey Kisses or, hard candy or whatever inside, some bling, whatever you want inside the bag, which would be super cute as well. Mine are going to go on a Christmas themed shadow box picture frame, like the ones we made in week 2. So I thought it'd be really cute to have the little gift bag on the outside. You know, something fun. All right, let's go ahead and make 2 of them. So you do need a 6x6 piece of paper for 2. This is also a great way to use up your scraps if you do your scraps in by size. And if you have like 6x3 scraps, that would be perfect. So you need them to be 6x3. I know I'm off camera, but I'm just cutting the paper down to 6x3, which I think you guys can handle that. Okay, sorry, my back is killing me, so I'm like grunting and whatnot. It's because my back hurts. Okay, so let me go ahead and write down your measurements real quick because I'm about to move this. Pause it, do what you need to do. Okay, now if you have directional paper, I need you to put the bottom of the paper to the left. So for instance, if I was using this paper, this is how it would be laid into my paper scoreboard. The bottom to the left, the top to the right, okay? So on the short side, we're going to score at 1 inch. So go ahead and do that. 1 inch. Now you're going to turn it around the long side on top, and you're going to score at 1 3/8, which is the tick mark between the quarter and the half. 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5 1/2. Okay, I'm going to do the other one. So short end on top, bottom of your paper to the left, top of your paper to the right. Score at 1 inch. Turn it around. 1 3/8, the tick mark between the quarter and the half. 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5 1/2. That's all we need our scoreboard for. Let's go ahead and put all that away. Okay. And here we go. So it should look like that. I mean, it's a little easier to see it like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our bone folder and go ahead and varnish all of your pieces like so. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and varnish this other one too, so we'll just make both at the same time. So you have an option. You can go ahead and punch your bag holes now if you don't have like a crocodile, or your punch won't fit to make your little handles. or if you don't want it to go all the way through. I didn't mind the holes being on the side, but I didn't want to have to pick, you know, which was going to be my front, which was going to be my back. I didn't want to have to pick that right now to punch it. But if you don't have a punch that can reach in there, then before you seal your bag, you're just going to pick two panels. One's going to be your front, one's going to be your back. So you can kind of hold it up and then, you know, pick, okay, this one's my front, punch your holes on this one, close it up, and then, you know, okay, this one was my back, punch your holes there. I didn't like doing that, but it was an option. So anyway, let's go ahead and make our cuts. So it's very simple. All we are going to do is completely remove this bottom panel. We're going to miter our sides right here, and then we're just going to cut up the score lines. Okay, so that's all we're going to do. Very easy. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this panel completely out like so. I'm just going to angle and angle like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut up these panels. Now on the first and the third panel, I'm going to go ahead and take notches, just a little notch on the first and third panels. That'll just take out some of the bulk. You don't have to do it, but it just takes out a tiny bit of the bulk. These are great craft fair items. You know, inexpensive. You can use up your 6x6 paper pads. You don't necessarily have to make it Christmas theme. If you have like one of those paper pads, 6x6 ones that you're not, you know, very fond of, somebody else may love that paper. So just make a whole bunch of little mini gift bags. Leave them open, add this scrap of tissue paper. When I say scraps of tissue paper, I'm working with this. So that's all you need to make it a cute little bag like so. Okay, so now all we need to do is add our glue. You could do score tape if you want to. Okay, so you see how my tab is flipped over, you know, in? If you leave it like that, you can just easily fold your paper over and just, you know, make sure you straighten it up and you're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and tuck in my two sides that were notched. They're going to go down first. Make sure you're keeping your square shape. And then for this part, I just trying to see which tab will look the best on top or bottom and which one will keep my square shape. It honestly doesn't matter because you're just going to fix it anyway, or you're going to push the bag down anyway. And if you have any overhang, like you say you didn't cut exactly on your score lines, yeah, you can just cut it off. It's fine. Don't stress. Okay. So now you need to determine which is your front and which is your back. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you have non-directional paper. So you can just pick what you want. I'm going to pick this side. Now, you're going to hold it with your thumbs on the front panel, your middle fingers on the back panel, and you're going to take your two index fingers and you're going to push in the sides. Like so. Oops. I did not do a good job with that. It is crooked. Making sure your top pieces line up. If they don't, like you can see, it's very easy to fix it. This little bag box is very forgiving. So there you go. You're done. If you want to have it look like a lunch box, you can roll the top like a paper sack lunch, roll the top, put a paper clip on it, staple it, you know, decorate how you want. But if you want handles, go ahead and take your Crop-A-Dile, your hole punch, your pokey tool, whatever you have. Go ahead and get it in there as best as you can. Oh, yeah. as far down as you want or as far up as you want. I want mine in just a little bit more. And go ahead and punch it. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and just do the other side. I just like doing all of my layers at once. You can do them separately and try to line it up and whatnot, but I don't mind the holes on the side layers. It doesn't bother me at all. Okay. So this next part, how I did it, I just took this baker's twine that I got from Target Dollar Spot. It's the white baker's twine with some glitter thread. I just took a piece of Scotch tape or cello tape for my European fans and put it on the top because this really, really likes to fray, and I'm not going to sit there and try to get the fray piece in the hole. So just put a little piece of Scotch tape on it. And you're just going to thread it in the front of your bag. Oh my gosh. Of course, when you're on camera, it doesn't want to work. All right, just thread it through the hole. Like so. You're going to go ahead and tie a knot thick enough that it won't pop through the hole. So for mine, I have to double knot it, you know, over the same knot. Like so. Cut that tape end off. And there you go. Now, if your knot is not thick enough, you know, and it pops out through the hole, don't pull on it where it pops out. You'll be able to see it before you pull it out. Just, you know, tie a third knot. Okay, now you're just going to take the other side and do the same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and push it through, pull it out, knot it, and knot it. All right, cut that excess off, pull it forward, and there's your little handle. I cut my holes crooked. That's okay. And then, see this little piece of metal? I just cut that off. Yeah, I didn't even realize my holes are way off. All my other bags, they came out perfectly. I don't know. I guess I'm tired. But you're just going to do the same process for the other side, which I will do really quickly so you guys can see. Honestly, you can make these bags in like 6 minutes. I know it's going to be a while on the video because I'm going super slow to show everyone the details, and you know I'm talking, so it's always slower. If you want to tie your bag closed, you can always tie your bag closed. It's your bag. Do what you want. All right, so there's that. Pull it out. I don't measure the length. I just make whatever I cut work, which is probably not a good idea, but I don't have, you know, I don't have the patience to sit there and measure. And, you know, if I'm making a whole bunch of these, I will, just so that way I can have, you know, the ribbon cut and ready to go. But if I'm just making like one or two, then I don't worry about measuring the ribbon or anything like that. I just eyeball it. Okay. Cut that. And here is your other little handle. And then here's your little bag. So cute. But let's go ahead and add some tissue paper to this. You can add whatever color you want. I probably, after the video is over, I will probably add red or green tissue paper to this one. But you can add whatever you want. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and make a little scallop. I just took a length of tissue paper, like 2 little pieces, and I just cut like a little scalloped top. It is made for a cute little visual effect. So you see I just crumpled it up, you know, because that's what we do with regular tissue paper. When you're trying to get it in the bag, you crumple it. Purposely or not purposely, it gets crumpled. So I just kind of balled up the bottom. And then what I do is I just put wet glue in between the two knots. This also helps your knots stay in place if you glue the knots down too. It's not necessary, but all right, then I just kind of glue that in place. You can use a big piece of tissue paper and put it in the bottom and have it coming up, but when you do it this way, it comes out the perfect size. You know, you don't got to really play with it too much. So I'm just going to glue some on the front and the back. Like so. Just kind of push the bag together and make sure this, you know, it's even, however you want. Now you can put your little gifts inside. You can seal it up. You can, you know, staple it, do whatever you want. I'm not going to put any gifts inside. So I'm just gluing the inside on the folds, on like the Z fold, and I'm just going to close it up for the most part. Not the middle, but just the two. I'm just, you know, adhering the folds with the front and back pieces. You can glue it completely shut if you want to, but I kind of like it where it has just that tiny bit of an opening like that. So that way my tissue paper is a little fluffier. And then you're just going to decorate it however you want. You know, if you want to put a poinsettia on there, or, you know, you can add a little, you could do a little scene if you want. What do I have on my desk? Let's see. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to add a few of these little twigs on here. I'll just make a little quick, using the little pieces on my desk from a different project. I'm working on the embellishment swap, so I'll just add these little things right here, like so. I think that's enough actually. And then you can add a poinsettia. That would be really cute. You can add a flower, you can add a bow, you can add a saying. I'm probably going to add some red rhinestones to kind of match what's going on in the background here. So yeah, I hope you guys make these cute little gift baskets. They'll be really cute for Halloween, for any, you know, occasion really. So I hope you make it. I hope you share. Thanks for watching, guys.